and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is January 26th, and it's a Monday. I'm Dhamma Bum, and I'll be your guide for today's guided meditation. We would encourage participants to check out the description boxes, especially for Friday the 16th and Monday the 19th. They have information about passage meditation, which is something that we do in this group. Just by the way, or as a reminder, the reason that we do guided meditations is in the hope that participants will pick up enough practice getting into a meditative state, develop enough interest to begin doing this on your own bat. Meditation skill improves with daily use, and it doesn't have to be a long time, but if we make a practice of 10 minutes a day and then flex up from there, our meditation skills will improve dramatically. The closed caption version with the transcript will be out. It probably won't be out until tomorrow, but it'll be here. And just a reminder, meditation, the first part of meditation is samatha, which is serenity. We calm down and we get into the groove. And once we are relaxed, we move into panya, or wisdom. Some people say vipassana. Now, if you enjoy this video, please give us a like, a comment. If you join us, shoot us a little comment so we know that you're here. Share this with others, or consider giving us a super thanks. And with that, on my mark. Please find yourself in a quiet spot. Spine straight, shoulders back. Let your chin drop towards your chest. Let your hands rest comfortably in your lap or on your thighs or your knees. Close your eyes and your mouth and imagine a ball of white light, an inch or two, 3 to 5 centimeters below your nostrils. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Just take smooth, natural breaths. Don't worry about how fast or slow, how deep or shallow your breaths are. Just natural for you as you breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. When outside issues intrude, gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as I breathe in through my nose, down past my heart to my stomach, and back out the same way. Now in meditation, first we get calm and then we wise up. It's never the other way around. Wisdom does not arise from a mind in turmoil. As usual on Mondays, we start with the Dhammapada, verses 1 and 2. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a corrupt heart, and sorrow will follow, as surely as the cart follows the ox that pulls it. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a pure heart, and happiness will follow, as surely as one's never departing shadow. So we are taught that our mind creates our moods, our delusions, our obsessions, and we meditate to calm our mind and tame our heart. We don't meditate to get something. We meditate to let things go. If we let go a little, we get a little serenity. If we let go a lot, we get a lot of serenity. And if we let go completely, that is, if we accept life just the way it is, we find complete serenity. We are as happy as we want to be. Our attitude is entirely up to us. And we are not the boss. That's what the Dhamma teaches us. Today, in the second part, we are going to look at getting comfortable in our own skin. But first, we need to talk about the human condition. The human experience consists of 5 khandhas, or clinging aggregates. And they are our body, our feelings, our memories and perceptions, our thoughts, and our consciousness. And they are all impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. We are taught that the khandhas are like a lump of molten lead. We cannot touch it on the top. We cannot touch it on the sides or bottom. There's nowhere we can touch this molten lead without burning ourselves very badly. So we look at it, we see it for what it is, and we let it go. Please join me in a thought experiment. In your mind's eye, lift up and look down on your head, on your skull. And on the right, you will see your monkey mind. And it's busy fiddling with this, playing with that, moving from one mood to another, the colors changing from pink to blue to white to red to black, never steady, always in flux. And on the left, you will see your thoughts, which are like self-licking ice cream cones. They are just very busy giving themselves something to do. And mostly they are sucking up to our mind, so that if we feel okay, it makes us feel giddy. If we feel bad, it makes us feel suicidal. It always overshoots the mark. There's a huge difference between thinking and wisdom. And we want to make sure we're aware of that difference. Now, as meditators, we have 3 duties. First, our first duty is mindfulness. So in this group, we focus on the white light. We listen to the Dhamma talk, not to become attached to the talk, but to let the words wash over us and sink in. As we covered before with our passage meditations, we listen to deep wisdom over and over and over. And it's for a reason. This is a slow message. Our second duty as a meditator is collectedness, or some people see it as concentration. When outside issues intrude, as they will, we gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as I breathe in through my nose, down past my heart to my stomach, and back out the same way. And our third duty is contentment. We have a responsibility to be at peace, at one, copacetic, sufficient, happy now. Now, whatever our mood is, whatever our behavior is now, that's who we are. If we are angry now, we're angry. If we're calm now, we are calm. And this has to do with time. The past does not exist. Whatever we had for breakfast this morning, we can't change it. The future, we have no idea what will happen 10 seconds from now. None. So the only time we have is right now. And if we can be calm, if we can be peaceful, comfortable now for just a few seconds, then we can be comfortable for a number of minutes after we finish our meditation. And we stitch together these little packets of peace, and shazam, before we know it, it has been 3 hours since we had an angry, resentful, fearful thought. Oh, gee, how does that happen? Well, how indeed. This is the purpose of our meditation, to be calm, to tame our heart. Now, as we go through this week, we're going to meet situations that are suboptimal, let's say. And so here are some tips for remaining calm. First, let's be impeccable in our speech. Let's say what we mean what we say, but don't say it mean. It's very difficult to take back words spoken in anger. Second, don't assume. When I assume, I make an ass of you and me. I don't know about you or anybody else, but I'm not a very good mind reader, so let's not try to do that. Third, Q-tip. Quit taking it personally. I assure you, whatever else the universe might or might not be, it has no interest in messing up my week or your week or anyone else's week. It's got enough on its plate as it is. So quit taking it personally. And finally, let's do our best this week, shall we? If we give other people the benefit of the doubt, if we try to serve other people, if we try to be of service to the world, that's going to help us a great deal and the people around us. Now, as we move into the second part of our meditation, panya, some people say vipassana, want to tell you a story. This is the story of the Buddha and the mangy jackal. The Buddha and his disciples one day were in a forest when a jackal raced through camp. It ran, stopped, it stood still, it laid down, it quivered, it rolled in the dirt, ran off again, ran into some bushes. It ran into a hollow tree, then out again, then into a cave and out again. It could not find any peace. It could not get comfortable. And the Buddha asked the monks if they had seen the jackal suffer while it was running, suffer while it was lying down, suffer while it was rolling in the dirt, in the underbrush, the hollow log, the cave. Now, the jackal blamed all of those things for its suffering, but the problem was that the jackal had the mange. It doesn't matter where we go or what we do. We will continue to suffer until and unless the cause of our suffering is removed. This is the way the world is. Running from one place to another is not going to help. Some places they call that a geographic. The problem with moving is that I always take me with me. You know, I'm not shaving somebody else's face of a morning. Wherever we go, there we are, and we become comfortable in our own skin only by accepting life on life's terms. External factors do not change our inner life. We need to contemplate and calm our mind and tame our heart. This is why we meditate. And we don't meditate once a week and then that's good enough. You can, but it's a lot more effective if you do it more often than that. I'll tell you that. You hear us mention often the problems of being restless, irritable, and discontent. When we feel itchy and bitchy, like the jackal, in our own skin, that's the cue to practice our practice. When we are uncomfortable, that is precisely when we should pause, reframe the situation, pray or meditate, and let our moods and preoccupations pass. They do not last. They are impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. And the reason that we do this, and the way in which we do it, requires patient, persistent practice of the principles. We meditate when we feel like meditating, and we meditate especially when we don't feel like meditating. This doesn't happen. It's not a one and done. This doesn't happen quickly or overnight. We have spent our entire lives ignorant of the content of our minds and our hearts. It will take us many hours of practice to change that. Now, we are taught that to end suffering, we must stop craving, clinging, and clamoring. Back to the jackal. There's nothing worse than an itch you can't scratch. Yet we suffer constantly from unquenchable desires addictions, aversions, ambitions, hunger, tanha, insatiable hunger, envy, and lust for things that we do not need and do not last. It's better for us to love what we have than to long for or lust for things we have not. The Buddha taught that suffering is caused by attachment. The cessation of suffering arises from non-attachment. Non-attachment comes from following the Eightfold Path. He taught us not to crave, cling, or clamor. Our body, our feelings, our memories and perception, thoughts, and consciousness are all impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. We need to look at them, turn them around in our mind's eye, see them for what they are, and let them go. Meditation is not a one and done. We practice until we become one with the universe. That's not like a switch that is flipped and then we never have to do it again. It requires, as we said, patient, persistent practice of the principles. The more we practice, the more in tune we become. And if we lose our way, we've lost the plot. Now, if we reflect wisely, we will come to see that we really are as happy as we want to be. Our attitude is entirely up to us, and we are not the boss. And if we see that, it will get rid of about 95% of our problems. So this week, as we go through our week, if you feel restless, irritable, and discontent, take a breath, step into the next room and close the door. Sit down and put your earphones in. Imagine a ball of light an inch or two below your nostrils. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Namaste. Okay. I'm not sure. I think that's Ediko. If it is, hi, Ediko. How are you doing? Glad to see you. Thank you, everybody else who came. Our next meditation will be Friday, January 30th. That'll start at 3:45 in the afternoon, Japan time. And we'd love to see you there. If you're here, you already know how to get here. If you're listening to this after it's posted, please check the Daily Dhamma reading for January 26th. It has the 3 steps necessary to join. Thanks to the person who did that. You know who you are. We won't embarrass you. And again, if this was useful, please give us a like, a comment, share it with others, and consider giving us a super thanks, which has been turned back on. Hi, Glenn. How are you doing? Hope you're okay. And with that, gang, thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Namaste.